Okay, Benzie. So where'd you get your name from?
My real name is Mercedes, so I mean, no brainer right there. So I kind of just picked that because I couldn't pick a stage name just because I didn't see myself as being anybody else. Like I just couldn't see myself as being anybody else. I had one name in mind, but they were like, oh, somebody already got it. So I just went with Benzie. You know, for the longest I was using my government name as my dance name until I started traveling, and then finally actually figured out a dance name.
So what made you change Lul Benzie? Cause I mean, Mercedes sound like a. I mean, I ain't know Mercedes was your real name, but that sound like a stage name. Like you probably only the second person I ever met in my life whose name is Mercedes, whose real name Mercedes.
Right. Because when I started traveling out of town to other cities and other states, they already had girls named Mercedes or Mercedes something or had something with Mercedes in it. So I always use Benzie or Lul Benzie as my next name if Mercedes wasn't available. Like in my hometown, I go by Mercedes, but when I'm out of state, it's Benzie.
So is your favorite vehicle a Mercedes?
Of course.
What do you know? Like, do you got like a specific model? Or you just like fuck it, I like all Mercedes.
I like most of them. Yeah, I ain't really picky. I like most of them.
Okay,
You know,
so
I just like how they look.
okay, so you were saying that you had to switch your name like as you were traveling through different clubs. So I guess next question would be, how is I guess the club culture as a what do you consider yourself? Like some people consider themselves dancers, some say strippers, some say.
It all depends. I'll go by entertaining because I do entertain most of the time. A lot of the time I don't have to get naked sometimes. Sometimes I do. It just depends on the crowd, location. It all varies. Like some places I don't have to get naked. Some places I do. It all depends, but I just feel like I'm entertaining because I get the crowd involved and I get people really like excited about being there. It ain't the same basic shit. Like some people get there and be there and they be like, oh yeah, it's the same stuff, it's the same stuff. But when I'm there, I really get it lit. I let the crowd know that like, hey, we here to have fun, and after that you go home.
Yeah, cause see, I know I done talked to a lot of like entertainers. Some people they'll just say like, I just go up there, shake a little ass, get their money, and then really leave. And I ain't never really had nobody say like really get in depth into it. Like, oh, I'm trying to go and get the crowd turned. I'm trying to make sure folks having a good time. You know, a lot of times people just.
You gotta get people attention when you're trying to get somebody money for them. You gotta entice them. You gotta keep their attention. People got an attention span of 10 seconds. If you cannot get their attention within that 10 seconds, then I don't know what to tell you.
So you got that shit down to a science then, basically.
It's just because, you know, when it's coming down to somebody getting in their pocket and giving you their hard-earned money, it's like you gotta persuade them. They not gonna, okay, they see a girl twerking, first 15, 20 seconds. Me, I start off back depending how the crowd is and the atmosphere. I'll start off back depending on the music. I get it going because they gonna want. I'm gonna do something that the next girl wasn't doing, or I'm gonna excite them. I'm gonna be like, they gonna tap their buddy, be like, look what she doing, or look how she doing it, or she ain't doing like the last girl. You know, you gotta do something that make you stand out.
Yeah, true. Cause I know when I go to the club, like, I mean, I ain't no big, like, I don't really be in a strip club like that. But when I do go, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm looking for somebody that gonna go in there that gonna do something different besides, you know, just shake a little ass. Like, I want to see somebody doing backflips and doing stuff on the pole. Like, I want to see them climb the pole. Like, there's a lot of shit I want to see them do. So I definitely understand about that. I guess as being an entertainer, what's the biggest misconception that people have of you?
I gotta sleep with niggas to get money.
Yeah, I already know that that's a bad one. Like I said, I be on your live and I be seeing folks saying like, how you pay your bills? I know you got to do all this just to you know.
I don't have to do none of that. Since I've been dancing, I came into the game. I've been doing this for a year and so about a year, 8 months now, some change. And since I've been doing this, I have not had to sleep with nobody to get no bag.
So you think that entertainers get like a bad rap as far as like?
Of course they do, because there's some women that's willing to go further than others. Some women see it as, I'm not gonna fuck no nigga if they not paying my bills. Or some women see it as, if you want my time, I need to be reimbursed for my time. You know, and that's where, you know, some people mess up and they don't find, one thing is they don't find good relationships and they don't find relationships that last. You know, if you come into the situation thinking, oh, I gotta have this, that, and the third, you feel me? That's not how you come into a relationship or a situation. That's why with me, I don't never really pick dudes that's either if from my past experience, I don't mess with rappers, basketball players, athletes. I've never been enticed to mess with dudes like that because the stigma behind entertainers, like as long as you able to cash in their face, they going.
True, yeah, I know. A lot of dudes do think they can control folks with money. I be trying to tell folks, like, if somebody really got some real self-esteem about themselves and really get money, like...
I tell money don't mean shit to me.
I'll
get it eventually. I might not get it that, I need 10,000, I might not get it today, I might not get it tomorrow, I might not get it in the month, but I'm gonna touch it. Anything I know I can touch, I'm not gonna need your help. You feel me? It was one time I was in Detroit when I was working there. A dude offered me 10 G's to fuck. I told him no, I was good.
That hurt him, didn't it? I know it hurt him.
He couldn't do nothing but respect it though. He told me, he was like, I respect your honesty. He was like, some of these bitches, you know, would have lied on my face, took my money, or they would have been on, you know, they would have went. Simple as that. And it's just like niggas be like, oh no, you capping, you lying, you know you bust down for that 10 G's. Man, no, man, I'm not none of these other females. What some of these females mess up at is where they get drawn to the materials. And once they're addicted to the materials and the fast life and the expensive life, they need money to keep fueling that. I've kept the same mentality and kind of the same budget since I've started dancing. I didn't go and, you know, maybe my hair costs more now, my nails cost more now, but besides the clothes and what I'm driving, it ain't changed nothing.
So I heard you earlier when you were saying that you don't really date like athletes and rappers and I guess like other entertainers. So that brings me to my next question about you and Rob. Like, what are y'all really in a relationship?
We're really in a relationship. Ain't no faking, ain't no show. I be with him literally every day, all day.
So
when I leave the club, when I come to the club, I'm usually with him. I don't be with nobody else.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. So what really made you, what about him attracted you? Because, you know, again, people see like an entertainer herself and they think, oh, she only date rappers or she only date somebody in the industry like a CEO or maybe he owned a label. Like, what was it that attracted you to him?
He was genuine. You can't find genuine people no more. It's like you can't find real niggas. It's a dying breed. You can't find people that truly show you who they is and completely honest since day one. Since I met Rob, he was honest and he was respectful since day one. I didn't have to feel uncomfortable with him. I didn't have to walk on eggshells with him. I didn't have to watch what I said. I kept it 100 and he kept it 100 with me. And ever since that day, I had nothing but respect for him and thus made me attracted to him.
So I guess what you're really saying is like he looked at you as a person versus like, I guess like an object, because you know sometimes you'll see people when they speak about entertainers, they don't really speak of them as like somebody they would talk to. It's more of like, oh, I gotta get that, I gotta hit that, I gotta boom. Versus
he kept it professional. Like when we first met, it wasn't we finna link up, we finna date. It was all professional since day one. We was working, we did skits together, we did business. Every time I came to shop with him or anybody that he was associated with, it was professional. You know, over time, I started coming to Atlanta a lot more because of the opportunities. And Rob was usually one of the main people I knew and was comfortable with being with, so I would hang out with him. And eventually, when you hang out with somebody, you get to know somebody.